About 10% of the population suffers from a little-known disorder called restless leg syndrome. The name describes it perfectly. Your limbs move uncontrollably. Restless leg syndrome can lead to terrible insomnia. Without medication, every time Beth Britt sits, rests, or simply doesn't move for any length of time, she is struck by an irresistible urge to move her limbs. It's more than annoying, it's a harrowing experience.
Every time I rest, like getting painful electric shocks, constantly until I move. Once I move around, it stops. So it's sort of like torture.
Britt, who is a nurse, has a case worse than most. Not only are her legs restless, her arms are too. This syndrome is milder for other sufferers, but it's still disturbing.
It's described as a kind of creepy crawly feeling.
This is video of Beth Britt from a sleep study. Those who suffer from restless leg syndrome usually also suffer from severe insomnia. Their thrusting legs constantly waking them up.
People feel like they have to get up and move, or at least move their legs around in bed. And the symptoms are kind of temporarily relieved by getting up and moving or moving in bed.
Emphasis on temporary. Dr. Marlene Dietrich, a neurologist at Southwest Washington Medical Center's Sleep Center, says once the patient relaxes, those restless limbs may start kicking up again. Unfortunately, many people never get treatment.
Well, I think it's important to know that for people to understand that when they're feeling these kind of symptoms, it isn't in their head, it's a real disorder.
Beth Britt does have a sense of humor about her problem, remembering one time in nursing school when she helped out in surgery.
I had to hold a liver up so they could remove a gallbladder. And standing there for an hour, I got terrible restless legs, and there was nothing I could do because I had to hold the liver, and I had to hold the liver still so they could get in there.
Britt managed okay, but instead of an operating room nurse, she became an emergency room nurse, so she doesn't have to stand still. Now, tomorrow night, Dr. Dietrich is giving a public talk about restless leg syndrome at Southwest Washington Medical Center. For more information, go to our website, kptv.com/U101.